Hey, it's me, Aries 83, with a sleepy video for you guys. I'm very sleepy. It's 4 in the morning. Today is Sunday, November 16th, and I got the new Renewal, guys, everyone. If you can see it, very new, very snazzy. But of course, I'm lying to you because these are the old guys. So you got the Barbatos regular, the first Gundam, and the God Gundam. As you can tell, these are the first, not the Renewal guys because they're using yellow. But I went to the Tamashii Nation store in Manhattan yesterday, the Saturday the 15th, and lo and behold, I found 1, 2, and 3. I found the Renewal guys, everyone. Amazon has these guys listed to be released at the end of December, but good things come to those who I guess don't use Amazon. That's a reason I don't like to pre-order stuff. Like when you pre-order, sometimes the stuff will come in early, and then you'll be like, I already paid for something. And you gotta wait, even though everyone around you is enjoying themselves. So, the first Gundam is 42. The Burning Gundam is 43. And the Barbatos is 44. So we're gonna go via number. I'm just gonna open them, check them out, maybe put them side by side, and then continue another day. But I just want my first impressions, and I want to make a size comparison because I feel like these Renewal guys are taller. So you got the first Gundam. If you've seen my instruction video, you know what these guys come with. So here we have the Renewal. Right away, you can tell that the robot boobs are different. See the yellow vents, the chest. I do like this of the first Gundam. This little blocky part here gives it style. And it looks like with these new Renewal guys, you get a little insert. Hopefully it's something fun. Here's the insert. Premium Bandai, limited run. Tamashii Nations. Alright. I was expecting some sort of checklist, but I like the blue. I wish the boxes were more diverse. Got the CG render by Layup, of course. And just tilt the camera a bit. The awesome Japanese reusable tray that I forgot to mention in my packaging video. Right away, the beams, very cool. Metallic pink instead of like the regular pink. Got 2. You got the beam javelin with the spiky ball. It's a spiky ball. Oh, so cool. The hyper bazooka. 1 solid piece, nothing moves. Got the shield, just super chunk. I do like the old shield. It's more edged. The new one is kind of round. But you do get the new system of pegging the shield. Like now the Renewal from Wave 13 and up. All the shields use this peg. Let me kind of zoom. Looks like the shield is a little bigger, which lends credence to my theory that the guys are huge. Got the extra hands, the beam gun, the movable scope for double holding. Here's the 01's beam rifle. Again, the Renewal feels bigger. Look at the handles. It's weird. Picham, picham. And finally, you got the first Gundam. Cool scope. The head just came off. Usually when I buy my Gundam Universe figures, I try to see which one in package looks like they're not going to give me problems. I never look at the neck. So I'm just going to pop the head back on. Get the double jointed elbows. They don't bend as much. Knees. You got these big chambers that Verkong wasn't happy about. They let the leg bend like that. Looks like they're about the same size. I guess they just feel, the new guys look like they'll feel bulkier, but about the same size. I guess same width also. But you can tell by the heads, the design. It's the same first Grandpa Gundam, but that's kind of one of the cool things about the first Gundam is the different ways that design's been interpreted. Sometimes it's ugly, like in G-Quux. Sometimes it's cool, like when Kotoki does it. This is my, I'm gonna start customizing this one, and I'll eventually customize this guy too. So that's it for the first Gundam. Before I put the first Gundam away, I will point out that the orangish yellow is almost the same type used on the new one. The Burning and the Barbatos are going to have gold instead of yellow, so I wanted to point that out. Next up, my favorite of the line, the Burning Gundam. It burns, it burns. Renewal, not the God Gundam, okay? So I'm gonna open this up, slide out, bonus. I wish there was some kind of checklist, but no, alas. All right. Got the red, which it looks like the boxes are only gonna be red and blue, which kind of sucks. Like the Barbatos Lupus's box is kind of like beige. Will we get that with the renewals? Who knows? Alright. The backpack is attached here in the baggie. I am not taking that out. I'm just going to look at the action figure. Since this is from G Gundam, is mostly a melee figure. I guess a melee robot. So you got, he's kind of pointy. These skirts are pointy from the start. You got the head with the gold crest, 4 V-fins, the big lines here. The weird chest, I'm looking at it, it's like angular. A skinny waist. Enough space back here for the legs to bend. They can bend all the way like this for kneeling poses. You do got the arm guards that come off just like the old guy. And these open up. Wait, do they open up? They should. Yeah, they open up. They're a lot more sturdier than the old God Gundam. Oh, I got the loose fist syndrome. I thought that was gonna go away, but alas, no. It's here to stay. And as we can see both God Gundams. Alright, so looking at them side by side, yellow, gold. Gold is kind of cooler. The chest vents are different. And this crest thing on the chest is a lot more pointier on the new one. You can see the black. To me, it feels like the black is bigger on the new one. The head with the V-fins. This one I got used on eBay with a broken V-fin. I'm going to put them side by side so you can see how tall they are. And this one has these little claw thingies that open up. Alright. I thought they'd be more loose, kind of sturdy. As you can see, it looks like the new Burning Gundam, the Renewal version, is taller than ye old. The old Gundam Universe, but it's taller, but not by a lot. You can see how the chest doesn't match. That's cool. I prefer more robot in my newness. Here's this extra piece that you get when you remove the chest. You got the multiplier in here, which is nice and metallic metal. Look at the eyes. Chwing. The old one, you can remove the chest. You're supposed to. It might be glued. I never tried it. But the multiplier is a separate piece in the old one. But you got the new one. And of course, you get more articulation with the new guys. The elbow bend, and I think I already showcased the knee bend. Here we go. Swing. Another cool thing is that, like all other new figures from Wave 13 and up, you get 6 hands, but since this is G Gundam, you get these special splayed out hands. And you get these burning finger hands, which are pretty, they're okay. A decent metallic gold. I remember like when the Master Grade Burning Gundam came out, then Geki Hobby, which no longer exists, came out with a free set of hands that were transparent. No, they were translucent yellow. They were awesome. I was like, I gotta get the kit. Never got the kit. I still have the pieces though, from Dengeki Hobby. Also, with this Burning Gundam, you get the beam hilts, which they plug into the hip a certain way. That's why this has an etch. And you got 2 beam swords with a nice metallic pink. I think the first Grandpa Gundam sword was like in this pink. It's better than the bubblegum pink that the new Gundam's sword comes in. Alright, so that's it for the Burning Gundam. Next up, you got the Barbatos Renewal. This is not it. This is ye old Barbatos Barbatos from Gundam Universe. He's the one that I'm going to panel line and touch up. As I've mentioned before, I do not like the shoulders. They remind me of tea kettles. And the spiky mace isn't like one of my favorite weapons. We're just going to put Barbatos over here. Alright, so let's open them up. I like this image. I'm looking at it and it looks chunky Barbatos. Alright, so just instructions. This little bonus thing, which turned out to be a nothing burger. The thing I like about the Japanese is that they'll give you lots of free stuff. Like when I was a Transformers fan, we never got any free stuff. Just like, I guess, free publicity and the ability to download pictures for free. I always went for the product images that Hasbro would release with every Transformer. So here we have Barbatos. This is the 6th form. Unlike the OG, it is using gold instead of yellow. Here we have gold, yellow, and here we have gold. The V-fins look a little different. You can see its squished face. and again gold instead of yellow. This one does have the pistons here, but I don't think they're workable. I think they're just sculpted. This one doesn't. You got the little crotch and the legs. These legs seem boxier than these. These seem more rounder. You got the back. Here's the backpack. Looks like the backpack for the Lupus, for this one, is big. I keep saying Lupus, but it's just the Barbatos 4th form. And the back skirt is different too. Oh, it's made out of soft plastic. That's weird. Very weird. This one's made out of soft plastic, but not as soft as this. The shoulders on the old Barbatos are kind of high. They're really big and puffy, which I like. It gives it a sense of royalty, for the royalty. But you can tell on the new one, on the Renewal, they decided to scale back on the design, I guess just to make it more super articulate. So the shoulders aren't they aren't as big and as puffy as the original. These hip skirts are different. These are more pointy. The side skirts are a little less flary. And these seem pointer. These seem less dangerous. And as I mentioned before, the knees over here, they don't go as high as these. So that's different. We got the little feet. And if you compare them side by side, it looks like the old Barbie is taller. Just by a little dread. Look at the chest and the V fin. So let's take a look at the weapons. Yeah, the old mace. I think it's just the same one, only less shiny. I like the backpack. Come on, backpack. Compared to the old backpack, I would say has more utility than the old backpack. As you can see, it has holes here for pegging stuff, and this one doesn't. I do like the sword. I don't have the old one to compare this to. You do get the new sword. Here it is. Feels sturdier than the old one. And the biggest treat that you get is this. I think it's a 180 millimeter cannon. But most of the Barbatos that we get come with melee weapons. It's the first time we get a projectile weapon. The swivels, and I'm pretty sure there's a way to peg this into the backpack. But I could give this to the Lupus, where the Lupus Rex, and it would make sense. So I'm really happy for this gun. So in conclusion, on my days off, I'll try to explore having fun with these guys, putting them in poses, taking pictures of them, and putting them next to other action figures from the Gundam Universe line. But for now, as it stands, my favorite, before even doing anything, my favorite is the Burning, then the first Gundam, and Barbatos. So the Barbatos is my least favorite. That's just in terms of design. I do like the Burning Gundam's design. I look forward to putting it into a lot of karate poses, especially like that pose with the hands like that, because Master Asia does that pose. And hopefully we get a Master Gundam, but I doubt it. Anyway, this is Wave, just in time for Christmas. If you're looking for them, Tamashii store in Times Square, 1500 Broadway, has some, but if you don't get there quick, they'll probably sell out. So walk, don't run. I mean, run, don't walk. I'm Aries 83, and that's it. I'm tired. This video is exactly 30 minutes, 10 for each figure. Bye.